the heck did she go?
Mm. Mm. Wait, did you see what she put in the
Yeah,
back?
and I was gonna do this. You see the
Mm.
abuse that I get, guys?
Mm.
Look what she wrote me backstage. I got evidence. I took a picture of it.
Mm.
Cause she look, she told me to lick it. How disrespectful she is.
Mm. It do say look it.
See? Let the evidence show. Don't
We
try
can't read
that.
that, but we really can't read that from your phone. Like
That's why y'all can't read, period. Anyway,
we can
First of
read,
all,
but it's so small. Dear God,
like y'all
come
you
bragging
know
on.
about
what?
oh, they was trying to get me. They was trying to get me. Get your favorite
Oh,
person
yeah, at
backstage.
least, at
Why
least.
you didn't press the button? Because I'm not rude. Y'all were talking. Anyway,
So it's not rude, but you pressed it. He pressed it exactly when we wanted to start.
because y'all was saying that's why I recorded everything like I was a Caucasian woman. I
Yeah,
recorded
Karen. Yep, Karen. Come on, Karen.
exactly because I care about me. But anyway, how is everybody doing?
I am well,
What was
full
in
of
that
color.
juice? You give me like you had a little cocktail in that juice.
I did not.
Okay.
I just wanted some of this passion fruit. No, this isn't the passion fruit. This is the peach
That's
mango
peach. See,
splash.
he put
Ooh,
vodka in
that
there,
sounds
y'all. He
good.
put something in there.
But the passion fruit, I'm gonna put some gin in.
Mm.
You and gin. That's a old man's liquor.
That's what I drink, gin. I don't drink bad gin. I drink high class,
Uh
rich people gin. I don't
okay.
drink that bottom shelf shit.
Oh, not the poor.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Not we
That's how
don't
you
do
end
the.
up with hangovers and shit. That's how you end up with the saying gin makes you sin because you don't drink the right stuff. You drink that cheap garbage what stuff that people call rot gut.
Oh,
That sounds disgusting.
he
That's
said
what they
definitely
call
not
bad liquor
cocktails.
where I'm from. They call it rot gut
Right.
because it it messes up your liver. Rot gut.
Mm.
How
Sound
you
like a horror boo
doing,
boo.
girly?
I'm doing good.
You muted. You're
She's
muted.
not muted. She's just moving her mouth to make you think she muted. You got to know the cues. You got to know what
Well,
she's
let me
saying.
help her. Anyway,
I
we're here for Saturday church.
wait,
She
not
ain't
that he took her
listen.
down.
I am about to read her because she has not spoken to me or called me in days, and now she's
Oh my
being messy.
gosh. Okay, boyfriend.
Oh please, ain't nobody wants you, Otis.
I know you do.
Savannah, you are not Savannah. That is not a good man down here. That is not a good man, Savannah.
You. I'm not
Anyway,
a man. I'm a daddy.
so we're here to
Oh,
whatever. Hush. We are here to discuss. I don't know what y'all had. We are here to discuss Saturday Church, um, advised by Elteddy. How did y'all like the movie? Let's get into it.
I will say this. Watching it again, this is like my second time watch because I watched it years ago. This is my second time seeing it. I just wish they would have not tried to make it a musical, just make it a movie because I didn't really care for the songs. The songs weren't hitting like
No.
they are supposed to. And if it's truly going to be a musical, I needed more songs in between that made sense. And
Yeah.
so, and what's so bad is the people on this cast can actually sing, can
Oh,
sing,
Michaela J can sing down.
and it was wasted by
Mm,
whoever was the composer and the people that
mhm,
wrote this the songs for this. They
mhm,
wasted it. Just leave the songs out and let the movie be. And so when I'm grading the
mhm.
movie, I'm going to grade it as if the songs were not there.
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll grade it as if I'm grading it as if the songs were not there, I'm giving it a 6.5. If I'm grading it with the songs, it's a 5.
Okay. We grading it already, Jesus.
Yep.
You usually ask us that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Y'all normally say it at the end.
No.
Last time we asked in the beginning, remember? I
Yeah,
gave
you
you a
usually
6.
ask us in the beginning.
We said it at the end.
They're-
You see how they ganging up on me, y'all? I need a new cast. Next season, I'm scrapping everybody like the Real Housewives of Atlanta. No, the Real Housewives of New York. And I'm getting new people that I don't know because these
Okay,
heifers is
shake
not
it up,
nice to
break it
me.
up.
They treated me like
Hmm.
Rose treated Ulysses.
I'm like Nene Leakes. You gonna call me? You gonna call me?
You know what? I actually give it a 6 as well. It wasn't bad. That act. Listen, I love the fact that y'all gave the Pose girls something before it was Pose.
This is the precursor to Pose
Yeah,
because they
a
Yeah,
played
lot of
their
them are in
same
Pose.
roles. They played their same roles in this that they did in Pose
they really
because
did. Oh my goodness.
because MJ Rodriguez
Oh,
was the mother, India Moore was the child. Same, not a dude. I forgot what other he's in
he's
something I
been in
can't
stuff.
I've
remember.
seen him before. I just couldn't remember. I was like,
The not the
Yeah,
main character guy, but the guy who liked
the
the
guy,
main
the love
character.
yeah.
interest,
I
the
can't
love.
think
I
of what
seen
he
him
was
in
in,
something.
but it's gonna come to me.
I was just like, oh,
I
I
couldn't
liked
figure it out.
Heaven. Heaven was shady, and I liked her. I liked her.
she was
I,
always shady.
no, you're the shady one.
Are sir? Are you
He is
okay?
he
No,
is
are
on your
you
neck
okay?
today. He is on your
I am
neck
talking.
today.
We are
No,
talking about this
you did
movie, and
not
you are going
contact me
through.
this week.
What is wrong with you,
No, you is the problem. Short hair.
y'all? This man, he want my man.
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't like cats.
Oh,
Baby, this is a lion.
Still a cat.
Wow.
Still a cat. But the girl that played Heaven was in Pose too, but she didn't have a big role. Like a lot of them were in Pose. Like even the backup dancers,
this
and you
was the
saw a lot of the
precursor to
ballroom
I
scenes.
wonder if Ryan Murphy went and watched this and said, "Oh, let me pull these girls."
You can
I'm
keep
for
your
real.
same role. You can stay here too. It's literally somewhat the same
It
storyline. I'm like,
literally is the
It
precursor.
is. Like yes, it really it kind of was. It kind of was. It was cute. I give it a 6 because like y'all said, the music, some of the songs, I like the fantasy aspect, like him like fantasizing about things was interesting.
hmm
I would have liked if they leaned into that more instead of like the music and the dancing. I didn't care for at all.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to. I want to start to see more depth and nuance and some more eclectic movies for
Hmm.
black queer people of color. Like give me
Hmm.
something that's horror or sci-fi or something that's just different. You know what I'm saying?
not the
Hmm.
same story.
Right,
I
because
feel you.
Yeah, it's
we know what we've been through. We lived through it. You don't have to
Mhm.
keep reminding us of what we've lived through it. And
Mhm.
sometimes when I watch a movie, I want to just get away. Give me the fantasy. Give me something
Yeah.
that's different. And so give me somebody
Mhm.
like, somebody like a superhero, somebody with powers or horror or murder mystery. Give me something different. We don't need
Yeah.
to
But
always relive
black.
our trauma.
And
Yeah,
I want it to be
black
black. I
movies.
don't need the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm just being honest. I
Mr.
don't want that one.
TP. Mr. TP writes about a black woman
oh
struggle
Lord, how we get into his
months.
okay.
Every 2 months. And I'm like, can we have a new storyline? It does the woman
A
ever
new
not
cut,
struggle?
a new color,
A new hairdo. Can we
a
get
new
something? I
hairdo.
mean, really a new hairdo. But goodness gracious, you are so right. Like there's a queer show. I can't remember. I know I sent it to you D a long time ago, where I think there it's kind of like a funny horror TV show, and it's with queer. I think it's with oh my gosh, I think it's is it a queer network or something?
You talking about No Shade that I told you about years ago? It's
I don't
not
know the
horror
name of
though.
it.
It's a comedy. It's actually really well. It's well
It's like a
written.
bunch of girls, I think they're all trans, and they,
I think I've.
yeah, this
It's
was so
horror.
new. Yeah, it's a kind of like a horror film, but it's kind
Oh
of
my
like
god! I think I
comedy.
saw that. What is
And I was
that?
like, I wanted to watch this, and I don't remember it. I don't think
Oh,
I
you
even
talking about Slay? It's really campy. It's not, but they're
play.
not trans. They're drag queens.
Drag queens, thank you, thank you,
It's
thank you.
okay. Here's it. I watched it.
I feel like I've seen it because the name it when you tell me
It's
what it's about and the name, I feel
mhm.
like I've seen it, but who knows?
It's with the drag race girls. It has Heidi and Closet. It has Trinity the Tuck and some other ones. I just remember those two. It's campy. It's for what it's supposed to be. It's not. Ain't no awards are gonna given to the movie. The acting is bad, but you know what you're getting into. It's
Hmm.
good for that. Why you laughing?
Ah, you said the acting is bad.
I mean, it is. It's
Ah.
campy. It's supposed to be bad. But anyway, we're supposed to be talking about Saturday church, and we over here talking about.
Saturday church, yeah.
Y'all know what this movie reminded me of? It reminded me if Degrassi and High School Musical had a baby.
Oh
This
God,
is what it would be. And I was just like, but give it like a little bit of an ashy film because it gave ash sometimes with the color. It just the movie overall for me, and I was being nice. I gave it a 6, but since you said separate the music, I probably give it like a good 4.8.
I know
The
she. That's.
movie is not. It was the dialogue, like you said, the dialogue wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. The story
Mm,
wasn't that bad. It
mm-mm.
was the out of nowhere. John, I'm just and I don't want to be with you. I'm like, what?
Right. They just went out of the music threw it off.
You can start off the track and then bring in the lyrics, right?
And I'm
Most
gonna tell you,
musicals.
it started with that first song when he was in the locker room
Yeah,
and the boys
I
started
did.
dancing. I was like,
What is
I was like,
going
'cause I
on?
literally didn't remember that song from the first time I saw it.
I didn't
So it
remember
caught me off
none of
guard. I was
them.
like, what's happening? What is happening?
Lit- Literally wrote in my notes. I said, "Oh wow, this is a musical."
I'm
I
like,
said,
what is that? But it came so late
It
in the movie,
did.
like
It did. It did.
so I'm like, a musical, you have a lot of songs and
Sometimes they
Mhm.
start with a song.
And
hmm
the track plays, and then they're about to start singing. This was like it would be a pause in the dialogue, and then wham! This is the. I'm like, what are you? Who came up with this? This isn't. You didn't even ease me into this. This is bam! I'm singing a song. Is this even correlating what y'all was talking about, or are you just singing to
It,
sing?
to me, one song kind of worked, and that was the song that MJ Rodriguez was singing. It
Which
worked
one?
a little bit, just a bit, when she was singing about her being in love or something like that. Something along those lines. It worked kind of. Not. It kind of did.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that I think they got right. That what I'm not gonna say got right, but I liked to see.
Mm.
I like that they let the main character struggle for as long as he did. I like that there was nobody there to save him. Like, remember
Oh
when he
yeah.
left and he went to the piers and nobody was there? He went to the Saturday church. The man was like, "Bro,
Nobody
this
was
is Wednesday.
there.
Bro, this is Wednesday. She here on Saturday. I don't know what to tell you." And he was sleeping on the corners and stuff like that.
He
Like, I like
was.
that they made him, nah, bro, ain't that easy. And he struggled. He had to go in there with that man. Do
Mhm.
y'all think he did something with dude?
Yeah, I think so. It
Yeah.
looked like he had his shirt off, and he was
But
touching
I
her.
know he
Like he's
didn't know,
cute.
but then it cut away. And I don't know that he got the money. Like, what happened to the money?
They didn't.
For
They
me,
didn't show you.
I yelped when he was just like, just come in my house. I said, with a stranger? Just
Hey,
baby, I don't
Hey,
care how, but
mother.
mm-mm.
Listen, when that boy took off that shirt, and because I knew the man was creepy. When that man first said something to him, the look on that he get, I said, "Oh, this is not gonna go well." I knew from the beginning it was not gonna go well. And when he went in that
yeah.
man's house, I said, "Oh," I
I
thought
said,
they was
oh,
gonna show us something. I said, "Oh."
I'm glad they did not, because that's grooming too. Mm-mm.
I
I'm
was
But
glad
like,
they
these
I
didn't.
things happen
said,
because remember what's her face was telling him how you make your how is sex. Well, and she started talking about the money that comes with sex. She never really talked about how sex was. She
Yeah.
told him, well, the money is good. And remember, he was a virgin.
Yeah, because he
He
was
was a
like,
virgin, so that's
yeah,
why in my brain I don't know. I wanted to say that him and the man did something, but then I was like,
think they did.
I think they did. They just didn't want to show
They
us
didn't
that.
They didn't show, and they
But
didn't really show the money aspect part of it.
remember he threw the money at him on the floor.
He
he
did. He
put
did.
he picked it up.
And he
Yeah,
picked it up.
picked
He
it
threw the
up.
money at him on the floor. And that's when
I
he pulled
probably
his
looked
pants
away because
down.
I really don't like. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
he threw the money at him, and
he kind of not pushed it, but it showed how innocent he was because he assumed that the man wanted to do something because
because
the
he
man was
said how
like,
much. He did ask how much.
oh, he
And the
did.
man,
He said,
Yeah, he asked
yeah,
how
he
much.
asked the man how much.
oh, he did. Yeah, he asked the man how much.
And the man took out a 50. It looked like a 50 and threw it on the floor at him.
And he just picked it up, and then he opened his legs. I said, "Yo, this is." I said, "Now,
Where they
how are you
go.
that trustworthy? How did you trust this man?
Mm,
He
Mama
just
needed
picked
money.
it
She
up
was on the streets.
she was on the streets,
and
but
really had nowhere to go." I was
mm,
like, "Girl, everywhere you going, ain't nobody there.
Ain't have nowhere
Nowhere."
to go.
one of my favorite scenes is the montage of him voguing. I really like that. That was cute.
Walking down
That
the
was a
street.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was cleaning. He's like cleaning and listening to music and voguing at the same time.
Where he was
And
being
then
the altar boy, and he
yeah,
Yeah.
and
was
then
at the
when they
altar,
call
and
him,
he was going like this,
yeah,
and he looked around. Oh wait,
yeah.
okay.
I also like in the montage when they called him a slur. He did
Which
one of
part?
these. It was during the montage when they called him the F word, and he blew a kiss and waved at them and
Oh yeah,
continued
the boys
walking.
at school.
Hmm
That
I
little
like
brother
the
got on my
montage was the
nerves.
best. That kind of triggered me a little bit. They threw
What?
his gym clothes in the toilet
And
I
peed
said,
on it.
"Yo,
and
you is
peed on
mad."
it.
That's
And
not doo
peed
doo.
on it.
That wasn't doo doo at the bottom.
Oh, I
I
don't know.
didn't.
I only saw urine. I only saw
I just
urine.
see
I said, "Is
yellow.
that doo doo?"
That was so gross. AKK.
But yeah, and you know what? It was so funny. I not to go backwards, but it's so funny when I first saw this, and then I think Poe's first season came out a couple months after I saw it.
Yeah.
It
Wow,
was
that's
like
crazy.
literally maybe
Hmm
like 3 or 4 months, and so I
hmm
was like, oh, I was telling somebody I saw the precursor to this, and
hmm
not knowing that they were two totally different things.
Yeah, they were totally two different movies, but I remember that's how I knew. I'm like, oh, that girl transitioned very quickly because in India you could tell. Well, they both were in early stages of their transition. And who gave Blanca that not Blanca? Who give MJ Rodriguez that horrible wig? I hated Ebony's wig.
With that slick down
And it
hair,
because it was
the
like it was
slick
all the way
down,
back here too.
Yeah, it was.
this
Oh, I
with the
wrote that
slick
in my
down baby
notes.
hair.
Did
I
y'all
said,
want her to
"Yo,
look
this
busted?
wig." I said, "This wig is why the
Did y'all
forehead
want
right
her to
here?"
look? Was she supposed to look busted? Like that's what that's what.
I said, "Ain't nobody gonna tell her to do this. If y'all see my wig back
Because
here, you better tell me to."
Heaven
First,
looked cute.
first of
Everybody else
all,
was busted.
who gave her the name Ebony? Girl, you are not an Ebony. I don't care what nobody tell me. Girl, what? Oh, I'm Ebony. Girl, I looked at her like,
I'm weak.
girl, Ebony. Girl, you couldn't choose a better name than Ebony. You chose that name, ma'am. You chose that name.
She
You,
did.
Ebony. Girl, stop playing with us. Girl,
Oh,
stop playing.
I
oh,
got
Oh,
all names.
um,
so um, do y'all think the daddy knew about him before he died?
Yeah, his dad used to catch him. Remember, they used to
yeah,
catch him
yeah. When they
playing.
used to
They
catch
told
him
him stop doing
too.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't
Now,
know if they. To me, the mama didn't seem like she was lenient. She didn't really care that much.
She addressed it though when
She
when
addressed
the
it, but
brother said
But
something.
I don't, because the little brother said that they had told him not to, that he's not supposed to do that, and this is prior to Aunt Ruth or whatever her name was,
Aunt
Aunt
Rose,
Rose,
oh
Aunt
raggedy.
Rose, coming
she
in.
was she just looked bitter and the way how she treated what's his name again, the boy, Ulysses.
Ulysses.
She, because even when she will leave, she'll kiss the Abe, and then she'll buy Ulysses and leave, and not say nothing to him, and just just was really raggedy to him. She was.
I wouldn't go that far. To me, I
Well,
wouldn't. Abe is a little kid that you do stuff like that with. Ulysses is a teenager in high school. They ain't here for all your
but she
kisses and
could,
stuff like that. Okay, bye, Ulysses,
but
and
you
keep
could
it
tell the
moving.
mother definitely. It looked like Ulysses was her favorite though.
I
I
think
don't know.
she just as a mom, it looked like it was this is my child. This
Hmm.
is who they are. You can't keep fighting it.
Mm.
He is who he is. It's either I'm gonna accept him for who he is or lose my son. Because he was
I
willing to dip.
I feel like
He did. He
there was
Yeah.
definitely.
more attention from Aunt Rose and the mom, only because um Abe was a little boy. And sometimes
Mhm.
little kids need more attention like that. That's the only reason I kind of felt like they gave Abe a little more attention.
Okay.
Because Ulysses is kind of aloof. He's kind of, I'm to myself. I ain't really
He
trying
really
to,
was.
be all in
Yeah.
people's face. So I think, they just took it for what it was worth and said, okay, well, we'll, meet you where you are. We'll say, hey, I don't think, I'll say like this. I think there are two sides to Aunt Rose, right? I think Aunt Rose served a purpose,
Hmm.
but I do think Aunt Rose was out of pocket. And I think that the mother, a couple things. I think Aunt Rose did what the mom wanted her to do. I think that the mom absolutely had spoken to Aunt Rose about this because the little brother knew. I don't think that the mom thought that Aunt Rose would take it as far as she did. And
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't think that the mom knew that Ulysses would run away.
Hmm.
And I think that made the mom change. I don't think the mom would have been okay with him being gay and dressing in her stuff had he not run away. But when she was faced with, I could lose my child. I may never see my child again. And even the little brother knew, damn, I fucked up. Because
Yep.
he was like, is he coming back? Can you are you gonna come back with them? Do you promise? I think everybody except for Aunt Rose.
She didn't
But
give a
I
shit.
think that mom and Abe realized, oh, this is real.
Hmm.
Especially after they had just lost the dad.
Yep.
They had just lost the dad. And it was like, yeah, we know that losing somebody can actually absolutely happen. We
Yep.
can't have this happen a second time.
Because you know you won't see him again. He'll be gone.
I definitely agree. But I don't know. I didn't. Aunt Rose was weird. Was scary to me. Even her face, she just looked miserable as hell,
She sounded like a principal. I was like, shut up.
like a prison
Shut
guard.
up. I was like, with that voice did not intimidate me. I was like, ooh, this yeah, yeah,
She is very
yeah,
much that aunt that you
yeah.
never see until it's like the summertime, and they come around and just want to be
Yapping.
the head of everything.
Like,
Want to
girl,
put
go find your man. Go find him.
she not gonna find him because ain't no man
Yeah,
want
because he ain't there. He ain't
exactly.
there.
I do feel like there were some missed moments.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they could have showed more of like the balls throughout the movie,
Because those
like
scenes
maybe
were
took
really
him to
good.
go see a ball,
Hmm.
and you could tell those were actual real footage
Oh
of a
yeah,
real ball.
the
Yeah.
show was
Real,
there.
that wasn't acted. There was
Yeah.
actual people there. So I feel like they
Hmm.
could have given us moments from the ballroom scene
Hmm.
earlier, like maybe taking him to a ball. Um, I think that I think that that was important to the story. I think that they gave very little to the relationship between the him and the love interest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like that could have been, but I don't know how old the guy was. Like that
that's
was
that's
Oh,
what
I
was
I
my
asked
question.
myself that. I said, okay,
How old
Ulysses
are
is
they?
17.
Yeah,
I think 17. Ulysses
I
is
think
17.
Ulysses was 17, but I don't know how old boy was. That's why I was kind of like,
right.
I said,
mm.
I said, I think he only 21. Mm,
He,
I don't know how I
I
feel
don't
about that.
know. He seemed older, and that's why I was kind of like,
I don't know. They
I
never
mean, he
said
is
how
fine.
old
I remember
he was.
fine.
Cute. I don't know if he's fine. He was cute.
Mm.
wait. I gotta find out what this man was in. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. Talk amongst yourselves while
I
I figure
see.
this out.
I mean, what else is there to talk about?
You
It's a
remember when they
lot.
stole his jacket from the homeless shelter?
Yeah. Why are you
And he woke
laughing
up
at
that
that?
he woke up that next morning. Everybody was gone.
That's where
Everybody
he got that
did.
scene from Pose from.
What scene from
Remember at
Pose?
Pose where he was on the park bench and the guy kept telling him you gotta sleep with the backpack under your head.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
They just stole
Ah,
everything from Pose. They
it's
just
like
stole
it
it.
was the blueprint for Pose. No shade.
I'm trying to
They
tell
said we
you.
just gonna expand on this one
Yeah,
hour and
Pose
30
stole
minute
everything
movie.
from these
I
people.
just can't get over that wig that y'all gave MJ Rodriguez, and that shit was all the way back here.
I wrote that down. I said that wig is.
Was it
I
supposed to be busted like
I
that?
wanted I wanted to yank it. I'm like, girl, you better move that thing forward. Like, why is it all the way back there? It's
He
sliding.
was on When They See Us.
Okay, I never seen that.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Like I seen them somewhere else.
Question. This the because there was a lot of topics that they touched, and when I say touch, they literally just bloop and then just never touched it again. Like for instance, the whole with how trans women are not we're not because
Oh,
this is
I
we're not able.
remember.
Which one?
I This is where we know him from. Queen Sugar. Remember, he was friends
I
with
never
Micah,
watched.
and they were supposed to, and we thought they was gonna get
Oh,
together. He was the gay one in Queen
Yes.
Sugar,
oh no,
and we thought they was gonna get together. Him and
Mhm.
Micah.
never
I
watched
knew it
Queen
was something.
Sugar.
He was also
Oh
on.
my goodness. And that used to be my show.
He was on
Fine
My
Queen
Kofi.
Sugar. I knew that face. I was like, wait a minute, I know this face.
Ooh, fine Kofi.
I
Shout
never
out
watched
to you,
Queen Sugar,
Kofi.
but um like the way how they touch how trans women are not able to get and this was in 2018, was that still going on then where they still have to use had sex work, still had to do sex work?
It's still going on today in
It is,
2024.
it is,
Girl,
but
and you know what's helped a lot of trans women, and I'm glad they talked about this on House of Fire. OnlyFans has been a godsend
oh
for a
yeah.
lot of the trans girls today, whereas
Hmm.
they don't have to be out there on the street,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
in jeopardy of their safety. Like
Yep.
some of some of the girls had to back in the day where a lot of our trans sisters got killed out there on the streets, and
They
now you
still are.
know with a good camera or even with just a phone and internet, you could make you some decent money on OnlyFans, because the men's are here for our trans sisters. They are here for them.
Oh,
Oh,
they
baby,
be
they
getting
are.
on the
They are.
but they touched it. I wanted to see them like dive a little deeper into it.
Yeah, it was a lot of touch and goes.
Yeah, it was very
It was a lot,
Omarion.
like even like the mom and her struggles, the fact that the dad is gone, that's a whole income
Right,
that's gone, and
Yeah.
now you got to get a second job, which is the only reason
right.
that Aunt Rose had to come in there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
here's
y'all,
my question. What was the point of having Aunt Rose and this a whole 17-year-old boy? Because in my household, I'm not having no babysitter, and I got a whole 17-year-old baby. Keep your
Like,
good
girl,
brother
you
till
can
I get home.
go.
I guess so. Maybe because they're still mourning their father and all that. Because it seemed like she
Oh,
was
she
on
made
his side of the
dinner.
family. It seemed like she was on his side of the family. So maybe they brought her in, even though she was not a nice. She was just mean spirited, in my opinion.
And she was
Don't bring
nasty.
her over here. I don't even want to eat her food. Her food look like it burned. Her food look
She
like
probably
it
cooked.
burned.
I'm not gonna say that. She probably cooked her ass off. Now I ain't gonna say that.
Not with
No.
that principal voice. Mm-mm.
But
Not nasty.
listen, by the time I was 17, hell, by the time I was 7, I could cook a whole meal. But that's a whole different story. But but I just feel like I was like, girl, you got this 17-year-old boy. He need to be able to cook a whole meal and make sure his brother is taken care of.
Mm-hmm. He
That's
kind of
really
was trying to, but his little brother was disrespectful. That
He
little boy,
was mean. I was like, oh goodness.
and he got
that's
him in
why as an
trouble.
older brother, you establish pecking order early, and they
Uh-uh.
don't fuck with you.
I see that you're the older brother.
I am establish dominance early.
I'm the younger.
But when they little, right in the neck, yeah, right in the neck, play
Oh
around.
Oh, you
Lord.
foul. That is.
Oh yeah,
You,
just one good time, just to remind them. Couple years later, you got to give them another reminder. Next time, you
but
might punch them in the chest, just so you know. Bam, it's real over here. It's real.
That's
It's
two
real.
real.
things. Two
I
things I
will
want
fuck
to
you up.
say. One, I'm gonna go back to the mother where they didn't show. You know, they didn't show her grieving. They didn't really show her how she's dealing with the death of her husband.
That's
To
another
me,
good point.
that that didn't make any sense. It's like you touch. It's very Omarion. Let it touch, and then you just leave it. You know, you don't go back to it. Another part I had to rewind this is when he goes into the store and buys the mag. He didn't even buy. He stole the magazine.
You know what? Can we talk about that? I'm glad you brought that point. That
'Cause
was
I
my
was like,
favorite.
wait, what is he
Wait a
doing?
minute.
He
That was
said,
my favorite story. You want to know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I remember doing that as a little as a
Oh
teenager.
Lord.
I remember this is before internet and stuff. So I remember they used to keep the magazine like just like there at the corner. So they would keep them on this little shelf. It wasn't behind the counter, it was on the shelf, like out, and those
It
were all,
when they used
and
to
they
stick.
had it was straight and gay magazines on the shelf in the store. It wasn't behind the counter. It was just over there. You could go look. It was over by the magazines, but they was all in plastic because they used to be like, and baby, I remember I knew exactly how to do it. I knew where the mirrors were. I knew where he was looking and where he was not. And
Come
baby,
on,
I always
Ocean.
kept my book bag
Ocean's
open.
11.
Bloop, bloop, put it in there. Go
Said,
home,
you.
get it how you live. And I remember they only had one spot for the black magazines. And I remember it was the Black Inches, and there was another one. I think it was Black Inches, Latino Fan Club. Because it used to come in like a plastic. It was like 3 magazines
Black
in
inches.
one. Black Inches legendary back in the day, baby.
I'm
It
about
used
to
to get
Google
you what you
that.
need.
Just
Black Inches
Yeah,
was
of
the
course you
name of the
would.
magazine.
you shut up.
And
You're the one that's over here fawning over the inches. The
it
inches.
gave you what you need. It gave you Black Inches now. But I vividly remember because think about it. It was no internet. You couldn't. This was back in the day where you really couldn't go and talk to anybody about what you had going on, what you
Mm.
were experiencing. So you were looking literally for anywhere you could go to kind of help you figure out, you know, what was what, and to help with all of these hormones, urges, and everything you got going. You needed something. I mean, I think that a lot of the teenagers nowadays take for granted having, being able to just go to the internet. Oh, I can go to the internet. Maybe it wasn't like that. So you went, and sometimes it may not have been the healthiest place to go, but you didn't have a whole lot of choices because all my friends were straight. I wasn't going to go to nobody in my family and talk about it. And so before I had a boyfriend, um, yeah. I mean, he was talking to me at the time, and that's how I kind of figured out about myself. But I didn't want to talk to him because I thought having a boyfriend would have sent me to hell. So then I would just, try to look at stuff and figure it out on my own because I really thought I was gonna burn in hell if I had a boyfriend.
That that's
I did. If not for him, I wouldn't have known I was gay. I probably eventually would have, though. It was coming. It was gonna happen. But that really made me think about being a teenager doing that because I vividly remember doing that as a teenager, stealing it. Sure did steal it.
Do
In
And
a
you
so
remember?
cemetery, he was in a cemetery.
when
He
Remember when
was.
he
You
went
didn't see the
underneath the
headstones in the
bridge?
back,
I know, I thought he was behind the building.
but he was in a cemetery. There was headstones in the back.
I didn't see the headstones.
I
I
thought
didn't
he
know
was
that.
underneath a bridge.
I thought he was behind a building.
I said, "Oh, not you
I
doing this outside."
Right. I was like, you outside, bro. Go find a
behind a big
bathroom.
old.
Bro, go find a bathroom.
He said, "Nah, this the quickest place I can get to. I need it
Like,
right."
you
I said,
gotta take
"Oh."
a shower at home. That's shower time. Boo.
He said, "Mm."
Cause I know what it's like sharing a room with your brothers. I know what that's like. You'll never have no privacy except for when you take a shower. Baby, shower time is my time. Boo. And
"Oh,
then
that's
you
so."
got to be smart about it. You got to run the cold water before you get in because you don't want to run all the hot water out. So you
Mhm.
just run the cold water on the shower, and then right before, once you finish everything you got to do, right before you get in, that's when you turn on the hot water,
Okay,
and you don't waste
routine.
the hot water. Baby, I had
Okay.
that thing down to a science
He said, "Ah, we ain't about to get in here and then be cold. No, be
because you
cold
know
now."
them old hot water heaters. It was only a certain amount of hot water in there, and baby,
Hmm.
once it was gone, you had to wait for a while. And if you're in a house full of people,
Oh, you might as just take a
trying
cold
to tell
shower.
you.
You ain't about to. You is not about to get in that.
And we had an order because every week chores changed, right? And depending on which chore you had, you got to take a shower. That was the order that you got to take the shower.
Okay.
So the person whose job it was to cook for that week, if your job was cooking that week, that means that was your only job to make sure all the meals were done. All we had to do was cook, but you got to take a shower first because we thought cooking was the hardest of all of the three.
Uh
You had
huh.
somebody that had to clean the kitchen and the bathrooms. You had the person that had to clean the living room and the bedrooms.
Yep, this he was in a cemetery.
I believe you. I'm just saying I never saw the
I had to look back because I could have
headstones.
sworn, but now that I was watching the scene, there was a scene when there was a lot of symbolic things that didn't make any sense. Like when he went to go to the store, it's the truth, and he looked at the flowers. They looked like they didn't bud. They didn't
They
there
hadn't
was no
bloomed yet,
flowers.
and then
He took
they
the
bloomed,
magazine and they were
and
what
that
did
didn't
that
make sense.
mean?
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
They said magic.
I didn't get
Does
it
that mean
either.
so when you
Ooh.
found that magazine, that means that you were finding yourself, you started to
I
bloom?
don't know because
I
they
don't
focused
I
on
just
it. They absolutely focused on that flower.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't
It
make
came back around.
it had a lot of like you said, missed opportunities. It would have been a better film because it wasn't bad, but there's so many. Now that y'all said it, there's another movie that's actually it is a musical. The music is funner and it's more about the ballroom scene, but it follows the same rhetoric. Where this 21-year-old guy gets kicked out the house, he finds
What's
solace
the
in
name of it?
leave it on the floor.
Oh, I've seen Leave It on the Floor.
It's cute, it's cute, and
That's just another check on your loser list.
it's not bad. It's
I've
cute.
seen Leave It on the Floor.
Leave it. The music was fun. It
It
was fun.
was.
It was
It
fun.
was.
And Ephraim Sykes. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh,
But
love Ephraim Sykes.
um, so there was a scene where I forgot what him and the mom were having this interaction, and he said something to her, and she slapped him.
He
It
slapped
wasn't
him
even
with
that
that
hard of a
fake
slap.
slap.
Did he say slap harder?
Yeah, the slap wasn't even that hard. I was
It
like, girl,
wasn't. And she was like, she gave a Caucasian gas.
The girl
and
slap harder.
he ran in the room, girl.
Mhm.
No, I think he left, didn't he?
I don't
He
remember
dipped.
because I then
Yeah, I
they
think
Yeah,
he
ended up
he
left.
dipped.
getting
He
killed.
dipped after the slap.
You know
This
what they
even that hard. Whoever is the director was supposed to stop cut. I need this slap to be harder. Girl, make this
Mhm.
real. Like that's the one you went
Like,
with.
something hard. But another missed opportunity is that they were hinting that he was non-binary, but they never like he gave me a non-binary.
Especially when they put that lipstick on him.
Yeah, he was
Oh
And I
yeah.
thought that they was gonna
non-binary.
put him in
Like
full.
y'all didn't
I'm
tap
thinking they
into
gonna
that.
put him in full geesh. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Mhm.
was gonna put makeup and stuff, and all they put was the lipstick, and that's it. And I was like,
And
Because
he
when
was
at
just
the end
okay.
when he was about to walk the balls, he
full
tag team.
glam.
He looked cute.
Full glam.
Hmm.
So okay, pretty.
So the biggest scene was what that ending. I mean, the Aunt Rose going off when he came home
I guess so. He's a
because
black
Aunt Rose went slap
man.
off. She went slap off.
Hmm.
He was
When he,
mad. I said, girl, now she finding the shoes.
Oh yeah, when she told him kneel and pray,
I was like, and
and he
so
pushed
aggressive
and
with
he
it.
pushed
So
her.
aggressive.
He pushed her. He like pushed her.
She deserved that push.
Yeah, she did.
Like, girl, you all in my face with that hot breath. Move.
Yeah,
I'm
them
not gonna
shoes was
say
cute though.
she deserved that push down. Because if I had pushed somebody down in my family, I would not be here today. Let's be clear.
But that
And
was
they
the
were, and some of them
third
were
thing.
very horrible to me. But baby, had I pushed them down, I would not be talking to you all today. I would have been a plot in that cemetery
You would have been that
behind old
upper
boy.
room. You would have been that upper room.
Hmm. Yeah, it wasn't going down like that. And so that's the
Oh,
part to me that I was like, mm. Because I was like, when the mom slapped him and he left and she just let him leave. I was kind of like, that's not kind of believable. You're not letting your 17-year-old child just walk out and no, but where you going? Where you going?
I mean, I witnessed it. I mean, I put my brother's business out, but somebody in my family that
you
happened with my
just said
parents.
what I
Well,
said.
I mean,
But
everybody
but
knows
you're
that
not.
I
But
don't have
no.
like everybody knows like it's only two of I'm the only girl in my family. So something happened and he left. My mom was like, "Good riddance, bye." And she let
But
him
I
go, and I
think.
was like,
But no, that happened. What I'm saying is, for her to just let him back in, because I think every teenager gets to a point, usually sometime during your senior year, where you have that line and it say you and your parents have this whole stand up, baby. Enough is enough. Because I had that moment where, and I packed and I picked up and I said, I had that. We had a whole standoff. I said, what it's gonna be, and I left and never came back ever. Did not come back to stay because I said, yeah, I done had enough. We're not gonna keep going through all of it, and never came back. I moved in with another family member, but I just knew it was I was at that point where it was just like, yeah, I've had enough. It's enough. I'm not doing this no more. And so
Did
none of y'all experienced that. Maybe because I
that's
had,
one
I
thing about
experienced
my
it late
family.
in my. I experienced it in my 20s. In
I
my
remember
20s,
I
I
was
think I got tired of
18.
it. Ooh.
I was
Oh, I
18.
tried. I tried to leave when I was younger, but my mom, she never.
It
She
was
didn't
my
let me
senior
leave.
year. I was 18. It was like, I want to say like early March or late February, somewhere around there. I was already going through it. I was already feeling it because I had broke up with my boyfriend. So I was already in a bad headspace. And me and him had been together for almost 2.5 years. I was in
Why
a
you
bad
keep
headspace.
laughing every time you say boy?
And baby,
No, because it's like I get that. You know, when you're young and you break up with somebody,
No.
you're mad at the
and
world.
I was
Like,
mad at the world, but it wasn't just that. I lived in a very oppressive household at that point.
ooh,
So it was something as little as I was supposed to go. I remember what it was. I was supposed to go to choir rehearsal, right?
okay.
And um I was told no. And I was like, well, why not? Well, you need to stay here and keep the kids. Well, they can come with me. You just need to stay here. Why can't I go? Like, what is the problem? This like and it became this whole big thing because I said so, da 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 da, which turned into this whole shouting match. and everything. And I said, well, I'm going.
Oh,
And they were like, you can go. Please don't plan to come back. Okay.
you said I didn't
And I
even look.
remember the word was only take your shit. That's fine because I work and I do have my own clothes. Thank you. You forgot you told me to buy all my own school clothes this year. You forgot that you told me that.
Wow.
And I packed all mine and got up out. And I remember my younger siblings, they was crying. It was like this big dramatic scene. They were boo crying.
Tyler
Baby,
Perry
I
gonna
ain't
write
care.
about your life next week. Wow, she gonna take
That would
this.
be a good movie. Tyler, don't do it.
No, because the acting gonna be horrible, and then he gonna have Lynn Whitfield play somebody mama.
I've never been a fan of Lynn Whitfield. The only p- the only
I like her.
thing I liked her in was Greenleaf.
Oh yeah, she
That's
was in
it.
Greenleaf. I never
That's
watched
it.
Greenleaf
I've
though.
never been a Lynn Whitfield fan.
I like her.
I just
She
don't
played the
like the
same
look.
character in certain things.
She looks like she has this permanent scowl on her face,
She
which
does,
gets
but she
on
look
my
like she's
nerve.
nice. When she does
Even
interviews,
when she
she's
was
really
young, even if you go back to like her young days on Thin Line Between Love and Hate and
oh she
Martin
was
and stuff,
crazy. Oh Lord, I never watched that
she
movie, but I seen
always
bits.
had like this permanent scowl on her face.
I have a question. Did y'all find any similarities with this movie with Pariah? Because they're very similar to me in certain areas. Some,
A little
not
bit.
every.
A
I feel
little
like
bit.
Pariah was a lot of stuff. It was really rooted in self discovery. This one is self discovery, but at the same time, still knows exactly who they want to be. He knew he liked the hills. He knew he liked the makeup. It
Mm-hmm.
w- it may have been things he probably tampered in, but never to a point where he was outside of his home doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I,
feel like eh, I see similarities, but
I think the similarity is kind of like what we talked about earlier, where there's this they want to keep showing us, and I think to a certain degree, in some of the earlier movies, it may have been important to show the trauma experienced by some LGBTQ youth. So you
Mm-hmm.
start to see a lot of, things from that early 2000s and some even some of the 2010s, where or the teens I should say, where they show that, because prior to that you weren't having queer people of color. There was nothing where you had queer people of color going back to like the 90s or something. I'm trying to think if I can remember anything. I mean, there was Paris is Burning, but outside of that, when you're talking about just black people or queer people of color, I'm really trying to think if I can remember anything that depicted us and showed us, who we are. So I think that there was the necessity to
mm,
show you what this is like, the trauma that it put people face to face with, seeing what that was, and so you start to see that same storyline. But I think we're in 2024. I think we're past that point. Just show us being great and being beautiful and being successful. Like, that's why I get mad with a lot of the gay reality web series, where they highlight most of the people without degrees, without real careers. Everybody's a rapper, a stylist, a makeup artist, a hairdresser. Girl, that's not the only thing we can do. We're
baby, they working
phenomenally intelligent, phenomenally
entrepreneur.
gifted. Right. We're in some of the top positions everywhere in every field of human endeavor. We're talking the sciences, the arts, business, government, you name it, we're there. And only thing you focus on with showing some of these young people is these people that, I'll be honest, some of them, there's a very low ceiling for where they are and what they're going to do. And my thing is what that and a lot of the gay youth teens and young people, this is what they are digesting, so they think that that's the way to go. Whereas when there was no representation and there was nobody to look at, you know what we were told when I was coming up? You need to go to college, you need to get a
Mm-hmm.
degree, get some credentials, otherwise you gonna find yourself on the streets. That's what we were kind of told. And so everybody that I knew that was gay around my age, you see a lot of us went to school, had to go get the degrees because we knew that was your ticket out.
Yeah.
Mhm. But
I
it was
feel like
it was
it's
fun.
a struggle story. The black
Mhm.
films, black people say they don't like it, but they keep pushing it. And they
They
like
keep
these
we
like
keep
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't want to see no more slave movies. I don't want to
Oh,
see
I
nothing.
definitely don't
No
want to see no more slave
school.
movies.
I don't want to see no black woman be in an abusive relationship. I'm tired. Give me happy. Give me more about the family unit coming together. Like, give me something that's like good.
Give
Because I
me a
kind of did like the Tyler Perry film. I told you this. The one
family
with
that prays.
no, not Family That Prays.
That's his only good
The
movie.
one with Jill Scott.
Oh, why did I get married?
Why did I get married? Because I like the different roles that he showed. I said, look at all these people.
I love Tasha Smith. That's who I love. I love her. As
Oh, she's so
I need to
funny.
hear more stuff. I
Boom.
love Tasha Smith. Boom. Did I send you the doll version of that?
No,
I
The
don't like
doll
Tyler
version is
Perry.
so
I just
hilarious. I
don't.
know you don't like
it's
Tyler.
okay. It's
Although
okay.
I have
We
no, but I usually have one Tyler Perry show that will be my guilty pleasure. Have and Have Nots was it at first.
okay.
People used to love Have and Have
I
Nots.
did
Yeah,
watch
me
Have and
too.
Have Nots, and
It's good
now
watching.
it's Ruthless.
Ruthless looks like it's weird.
It is,
It's
but
not
I,
You
that
know
I
why
don't
crazy.
you
know why
like
I
it? I know
enjoy
why
it.
you like it.
Why? They don't even give me enough meat for me to stay focused on it like that. I
Because I
just
heard that they be
love.
showing
I
downstairs
like it because
all the
it's
time.
different. Because it's all about the cult, and I like that whole you know deal with them being in a cult and these people. Some of them know they shouldn't be there. Some of them don't, and how they gonna get out of this? Like, I think he does his best writing with Ruthless right now because the rest of the shows are trash.
Yeah, we
Sisters is
just.
garbage. Sisters can go.
I was
No,
hoping it was
what the
good.
worst show he had was Bruh. That was the worst
I
show.
never watched it.
Because first of all, Tyler, you're a whole ass woman. You a woman. You don't know how to write for
Allegedly.
men. For black men,
You
you
don't
know
even
how to
know how
write
to
for
write
black
for sisters.
women, but you can't think that we believe any story that you write for black men,
I need it.
cis het black men,
I like
bruh.
it. Liz, my favorite is I need it today. I need it. Oh Lord.
I
Oh, that
need
was on
I love
that
her.
was Medea's class reunion. I remember that because my mama
What's
watched
her
that.
name? Is it?
My
I
mama
forgot her name.
loves
Sandra something.
Medea's class reunion. That's
Yeah,
how I
I
know which
love
one
her.
that is.
I
Because
need
my
it.
mama
I
loved that one.
need it.
My mama loved that song. She will sit there
Need it
and,
today.
do the
I
whole
need it.
thing. She
Oh Lord.
loves it.
I
I'd
want
be
she
like,
did. She
really?
did that on the Terrell show. I died laughing because it was. She
I
She is
sounds
remember
so
good,
that.
but it's
funny.
funny. It's
Because
so
she's
funny.
animated. She's
She
so
is. I
animated.
love Sandra. I forgot her name. Control something like that. I like her. Oh Lord, but Tyler, you need writers. You need extra writers. And I hate how
Yeah.
when he does have LGBT people in there, they're very stereotypical and very much one
He
noted.
doesn't know how to write for LGBTQ people either.
Oh, they
I
either
know you don't.
I
DL.
hated what he did with Jeffrey's character on Haven't Have Not. I hated Jeffrey's character. Oh my god, it was awful. Awful.
The other one too. Sisters. Sisters is bad too. I
That's
was
the one
like,
I'm
oh,
talking about. I tuned in and I saw
I
him doing
said,
too
this is
much.
not good.
I don't like this. He's messy and no, he is
It's
that's
like
not
very loud. The stereotype
he-
messy
he's like
one that they
he's
be
like
doing
flirting
most.
with like the straight people. I'm like, no, we don't do this. That is messy. What are you
I
doing?
mean,
No,
not
you
all.
messy. Huh?
I said not all, but I can
I
say
don't.
I know
When people
one.
say that, I don't like to claim it because that's I don't like it.
I mean, it.
I don't know. I think Tyler Perry needs writers. Just to sit back and collect your
Hire
money
me.
and get some writers.
Oh no,
I
it
got a
gonna
lot
make
of
it
stories to
worse.
tell.
Listen, can we have kill off Medea? Get kill her. She could die. Have her
Ah!
funeral.
And then they would have Medea in the afterlife. That would be the next movie after that.
Did you hear about the
Medea
spoof that
busts
was
open
making
the
fun of
gates of
Tyler
hell.
Perry's movies?
Huh?
The spoof that was making fun of not another church movie that was making fun of
Oh.
Tyler Perry
Oh wow,
movies.
I've heard of it. I didn't watch it.
I'm not watching it. It looks trashy. It looks horrible as well.
We're not wasting our time.
Yeah. What anything else happened in this movie? Because it was cute or
It was so
whatever.
short. It was so
It
short.
was really. I watched
I
it on my
thank
way
the
home.
Lord so much it was because I was like, good God, I cannot take another 30 minutes on this movie.
Wait a
But
minute. Wait a minute. What's your movie for this week? It's time, ma'am.
oh, you guys are ready? You guys are gonna laugh. I think you guys are gonna laugh.
I think I know which one it is.
I want you to say it because I have it.
I'm thinking it's this, but I could be wrong. Oh my god, what is it called again?
You want
Oh,
when you have it, we can say it at the same time. Let's do it.
I'm typing it in the thing. You want me to say it or type it?
We can say it at the same time. Let's go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Two, one,
Holiday
four.
Heart.
Oh God, why?
Holiday Heart. Oh God. Oh no. No. Oh God.
I just gonna
Yes.
do two, one, food. That would
Oh,
have been.
I knew that was gonna be obvious. I was like, I want to watch it because I love that movie. But I was like, when's the last time I seen Holiday Heart? And it's on Tubi.
On purpose? Oh
I ain't
God.
seen Holiday Heart in a long time.
I never watched it. I just know bless her.
You've
Bless
never
her.
That's
seen?
what
You've never
Not
seen
on purpose.
Holiday Heart?
It would be on BT and I would turn it off. I didn't like it. I was like, what is this? This is weird.
it was so good.
I got the bicycle holiday. I got the bike. Like I remember a certain because I never said. Now I gotta watch that.
Did you go watch Inspection, girly?
Inspection?
Yes.
Jeremy Pope.
No.
I told you, you gotta go watch it. That's your homework.
The
Was that really? I did not write it down. Hold on, wait.
With Gabrielle Union, remember?
and oh my
And
God. And
fine as Jeremy Pope.
And
Who
it's
that
called
fine?
Inspection.
you saw his thirst trap.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm about to write it down so I can remember.
Even though, if given a chance, Jeremy Pope, Dylan Burnside,
Jeremy.
I might go Dylan.
Jeremy.
Okay,
If
let
you
me.
might
What's
go
Dylan's
Dylan.
name again? I know what Jeremy is. Who Jeremy is? Who?
you know Dylan is Ricky from Pose.
Yeah, he's Ricky from Pose.
Jeremy.
Well, let me get his face.
Jeremy
was-
gives me that. I'm gonna tell you what Jeremy gives me, and I hate to say it. He gives me that he's gonna want to be with somebody descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I mean, he just
You
gives
think
me that. I
so?
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't. I hope not, but that's what he gives me. That's absolutely what he gives me.
I hope not.
It's the
No,
old.
don't say that.
He don't give you that.
Now I've come to think of it, yeah. But I watched his music video recently. He was dancing on black people. He had a whole bunch of black dancers, unlike Todrick Hall.
Yeah, that's
Well, we
fine.
know that woman, child.
Did you see his interview with T.S. Madison? And he was
Mess,
basically
mess.
He said, "I am not watching that."
So we doing Holiday Heart. Oh dear God.
oh, Lord. To end it up. Okay,
Alfred
that's
Woodard as a whole crackhead. Crackhead
I
Alfred
love
Woodard.
it.
She's a whole
I
baser.
love it.
Crackhead.
fine. I guess I'll watch it.
It's gonna be so good.
Holiday Heart. Jesus.
I'm trying to think where I'm. You said it's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi.
That's what she said. Now I gotta watch
I don't
it.
have a
Watch it.
Tubi account. I don't go on
It's
Tubi.
free. It's free. You don't even have to make an
I'm
account.
afraid of
You
Tubi. I
just
think
type
it's
it
gonna give
in.
me spam and malware. I feel like Tubi's gonna give me
When we
malware.
do this, we gotta do this pre-recorded
People swear
because
by Tubi nowadays. People swear by Tubi.
It has free movies.
Tubi has
And
nice
those,
old movies.
Actually, I did a story last week or a week before last. Tubi is last quarter was the number one ranked streaming app. It beat out Netflix, it beat out Disney Plus, it beat out Hulu, it beat out Amazon Prime, it beat out all of them.
it has a lot of. It gives you a lot of old shows, old cartoons, old
Mhm.
Does it have
movies.
commercials?
They showing
Oh,
Legendary right now
but not
live.
long. Not long. You said legendary.
They showing Legendary on Tubi right now.
What season?
Season 2.
That's season 2?
Yeah. Orichis. Oh, the Orichis killed it at the ball too.
Oh, they did. Oh,
Hmm.
I wanted to see because I saw a meme today, or a short, I should say, from the latex ball where somebody was on the stretcher. They had like doctors and stuff, but they didn't
Okay,
show what they
at that
did.
point,
What
I
was
wanted to
that?
clock out because that was supposed to be realness, and it was real weird because they had a group of black men holding the mother of. I still don't understand how she white and she's the mother of the House of Ebony. They was reenacting like they were reenacting power because I saw when they were setting up, and I said to my friend, I said, "What they about to do?" They had a gun to her head and literally pushed her in front of the judge's table, and they chopped them right away. That was weird. I didn't understand that it was realness, but it was weird. And they had like a doll on a stretcher. I don't know if it was a real person or if it was like a
I
man.
From what I saw,
I
it
was
looked
like,
like a
"What are
real
y'all doing? This is
person
weird." I was like, "I'm
on a
ready to
stretcher.
go."
They had like a doctor and nurses carrying her on the little
Yeah, and it
stretchers.
was like she
I'm
had like
like,
a
what is
fake heart.
happening?
It was weird. It was weird. It was realness, and I'm like, I don't know what kind of realness this was. It was weird to me. It was more
They said this
bizarre than
gonna be
real.
different. They gonna like this. The people
It
gonna
was
like
weird.
this.
They had a whole they had a gun to the mother Ebony. I'm like, why are y'all doing this? This don't make no sense. I was like, chop
Um,
everybody because I don't understand this category. This is weird.
not
I,
chop everybody.
I didn't get that. That was like it was literally like 1 o'clock in the morning. That was one of the last ones. I'm like, okay, it's about time for me to clock out. I'm tired. These categories are getting stupid. I want to go to bed.
So y'all
I
bringing
didn't
out props that
I
don't
didn't
make no
understand what
sense.
that was because I was like, what is going on? I didn't like it. I didn't like that. Mm-mm. But we doing Holiday Heart next week.
Yeah, just I'll get with y'all on my schedule. My next week's schedule is gonna be real funky
Yeah.
because I got a lot of traveling, but I want to do it before I go to Turks and Caicos.
When do
So,
you go to Turks and Caicos?
well, I go to Miami Thursday night. I'll be in Miami until early Tuesday morning when I leave for Turks and Caicos. So,
I'm gonna do this before July.
but my Monday, um, but my Monday, I mean my weekend is kinda. I'll let you know. I got some
Yeah,
windows. I got some windows in there, so I'll let
Okay.
you know.
Because I was
because
like, if we need to do a Friday, if we
I
need
could
to
probably,
do
but Friday I'm doing I don't know if I can do it right after because I may go out Friday night because we doing House on Fire. Oh, I found a website you may be able to watch House on Fire on, girly. I saw it's on Daily
what is
Motion,
this?
I think. Huh?
What I tell you? I can't commit right now. I'm like,
I don't know what you told me because you haven't called me in like
Oh
days, so I don't know
wow.
what you told me.
Oh wow.
oh my
Oh
god,
I got to.
wow.
You did not call me.
And then there's
bend
that.
over,
Nothing. Anyway, what
bend
you got
over.
going on? Because I definitely don't know.
Oh my, I have nothing going on, y'all. I am just getting back into styling. That- And this man just, y'all, I told y'all, Punani.
I don't want none of that. Keep that away from me.
It's hot and ready like Little Caesars.
Where is that from? That's from a movie, right?
No, that's from Little Caesars. Hot and ready.
Yeah, but somebody said something like that in whatever. You say you got styling. What else you got?
Nothing else, just working 9 to 5 and praying
What
that the
kind
Lord
of
blesses
drugs
me
is
with a
that
rich
that you
man.
just showed us?
For real,
These are
okay.
my earrings.
Oh,
I thought you
baby,
was
that look
showing
like
the.
some
I
ecstasy
would
pills. I
never
was
do that if
like,
I was to.
I
Not
see.
on here. Not on YouTube.
I
like,
was
girl,
like,
what is
goodness
these
gracious,
ecstasy
tell the
pills or
people.
whatever you flashing at us? Girl, do you have a problem? Do we need to have an intervention?
Please, I don't take no man-made drugs. Please,
I do,
I don't take no man-made drugs.
because my
That's
doctor
great. Then
prescribes
you
them to me at
maybe you
times.
need to take it. Have an intervention.
No, no, no. I use the ones that my doctors prescribe to me. And now
um,
I don't have to do those every day. Now they have prep in a shot. So you can go and I do
you
it
know,
every 8 weeks.
but I heard not everybody's health insurance cover
Insurance,
that.
you got to make sure I had to fight my insurance company to do
Hmm.
it. I have Cigna. I had to fight them to get it,
Wow.
but they did. But it's really expensive. Like it's really expensive.
Well, then that's stupid. Then, because wasn't the pills? The pills were free.
No, the pills, they tell you they're free, but the pills are also really expensive.
Wow.
Well, I used to.
This
Well,
insurance
I
company,
did
like
it
the
before.
pills, a 30-day bottle of prep, depending on where you go, can cost between $3,000 and $4,000.
Mhm.
And like the 8 week regimen of Aptitude, I think that's what it's called, Aptitude, is between 15 and $17,000 for each regimen every 8 weeks. So that's why a lot of insurance
Child,
companies
be a nun,
be
y'all.
like, mm-mm,
Be a nun.
mm-mm.
Lock
Right.
it up. Don't wear the key.
Child, I don't trust
All
And
right,
that's
nobody.
P.
just to keep me from getting the hot sauce. Child. Oh.
That
What you
hot sauce
got
is
going on
nasty.
besides all of that?
I plan to do a live. We're almost at the end of the season now for Interview with the Vampire. So I'm just gonna do a live where I do the whole
I
season,
saw a
all 8
spoiler
episodes.
and I gotta catch
Did you
up.
let oh, because you didn't see last night's
I
episode?
saw a spoiler, so
Oh
I am
girl.
assuming
Just
something. I don't
just
want to
get your
say.
Kleenex. Just get your Kleenex. Just get your Kleenex.
Now get your
It's the
Kleenex.
moment we've
See,
all
you just
dreaded.
confirmed it. Yeah, you confirmed it. No more, please hush.
Yeah,
Shut up.
it's the moment we've
Because I
all been
saw a
dreading.
picture and I'm like, how did we?
I mean, if you watched the movie, you knew this moment was coming.
Yeah, but
You
it's
just didn't
like
know when and
I
how.
live. But that,
It's
if that's the
different from the
case,
movie, though. It is different from the
oh,
movie.
very. I realized. Here's the thing: the episode I saw when the one before last week, it was good, but I'm like, I'm tired. I'm tired of Armand. No shade. He's annoying. I don't
Armand
like
gets on
him.
my nerves too. I can't stand him. I
I
can't
don't like
stand him.
him. I heard Lestat is coming back.
I ain't gonna ruin nothing for you. You gonna have to watch,
Okay.
but yeah, this episode was a lot. It was a lot. This episode, it was a lot.
Is it almost over the season?
One more episode after this.
That's why I wanted to speed up.
Huh?
No, I want more, but it's only one more episode.
I don't want to like it's a good show, but it's like y'all could get rid of
It's a limited
Armand.
series.
No,
No,
I
they're
don't
on
think
season
so.
2.
Oh
This is
wow.
season
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm doing the. I said I'm gonna do that. Um, I'm
The
going
Boys
live.
is good. I'm loving The Boys. Did you start watching it yet?
I have not because
Uh,
my bandwidth right now, work is exhausting.
the Boys
And
I
I
have.
got some other things that I got to prepare for these out of town trips, and I'm just
Mhm.
trying to do the best I can to make it happen. Uh, so I'm like girly. My bandwidth right now is being stretched thin. So yeah. And then I'm supposed to have my LGBTQ plus pride
I'm looking at this
panel.
one down here. I know I'm
My
like,
pride panel. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it before the end of Pride Month because
what?
yeah.
Baby, you outside. You outside.
Yeah, you outside.
I'm not outside, but I got a conference this weekend, and then I got vacation after that.
Outside. You got to step outside to get to the conference, so you outside.
I do.
And then you got. Hopefully, the vacation is relaxing. Not too many excursions.
Just sitting on the beach with a drink in hand.
Yes.
I'm
What you got
laughing.
going on?
I'm
Tell the
laughing at
people.
you downstairs. I'm laughing at you. I'll tell you why I'm laughing downstairs.
Tell the
When
people
we,
what
when
you
we get
doing
off, I'm
this
gonna say
week.
why I'm laughing at you.
Oh my, y'all, this man cannot
No, I'm not
let
laughing
up.
at. Well, I know why I'm laughing. It's making me
Can
laugh.
you tell the people
Sir,
what you got going this
yeah,
week?
tell the people what you got going. It's late and we hungry.
Thank you for joining me, everybody. How dare y'all disrespect me about? I will chop y'all. Sashay away.
You.
I've been chopped by better.
And you laughing, so you could disappear too. Anyway, you see what I have to deal with? These miscreants. Anyway, well, I have on Friday nights we do the live discussion. What are you over there, Vogan? What you doing? We have a live discussion of what's it called again? House on
House
Fire.
of Fire.
It's a good show. I want them to be on a bigger network. I'm no lie. They need to be on a bigger network. It's actually a really good show. AJ and to me, AJ and Lozenges, there's no beef. There's no beef with them, in my opinion. But also, we'll be here next week for another movie review. Plus, tomorrow I'm gonna go live at 8 to continue my watch party of Latex Ball. Hopefully, it's the last one. Them shits be long, and that's it. That's it.
Well, that's good.
All right.
All right, but anyway, I'll talk to y'all later because I want to say something backstage.
Oh my God. Bye, y'all. Good night. I'm about to get off this
No, you
thing.
staying put. You staying put.
Harassment.